Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. It was a rainy Wednesday in London, the kind of day that blurred the city's edges into a watercolor of gray and gold. But inside a quiet studio, tucked just off the Thames, the storm wasn't in the skies, it was on the set of The Chase. Cameras were off, the lights had dimmed, the crew murmured in corners, uncertain. And at the center of it all, Anne Hegerty, the governess, stood tall, her usual stoic glare softened by something no one had ever seen from her on set: emotion. "I've made a decision," she said, adjusting her signature suit, the charcoal fabric as crisp as her quiz answers. "It's time for a new chapter." Gasps swept the room like a gust of wind. For over a decade, Anne had ruled The Chase like an iron queen of intellect. Viewers across the UK had cheered or trembled as she crushed contestants with her lightning-fast recall, dry wit, and no-nonsense demeanor. She had become more than a quizzer, she was an icon. But like all great minds, hers was restless. The news broke that evening. Anne Hegerty to step down from The Chase, headlines read. Twitter exploded. Fans were devastated. The Daily Mail called it the end of an era. But Anne, always one step ahead, had a plan. 3 months later, the world found out what it was. In a glittering press conference held at the Royal Albert Hall, Anne emerged, not in her quizmaster's garb, but in a midnight blue velvet blazer, eyes sparkling with anticipation. "I'm launching a new venture," she announced. "A show that doesn't just test knowledge, but builds it. Welcome to Mindcraft." The room fell silent. "It's a televised program, yes, but also a scholarship fund, a mentorship initiative, and a nationwide challenge. It's for young people with extraordinary minds, especially those who've never had the chance to show it. We'll find them, teach them, and watch them grow. It's less a quiz show, more a quest." Anne had spent years watching bright minds flicker and fade under the glare of fast-paced formats. She wanted something more meaningful, more lasting. She wasn't leaving television, she was redefining it. Backstage, Mark Labbett, the Beast, had tears in his eyes. "She's not just the smartest woman I know, she's the bravest. No one else could pull this off." Minecraft premiered in spring. It wasn't flashy, there were no trapdoors or buzzers, just books, chalkboards, and a rotating cast of brilliant teens mentored by Anne and a hand-picked team of scientists, historians, and artists. Contestants weren't eliminated, they evolved. Episodes ended not with winners, but with real-world missions. Building eco-projects, solving urban design problems, writing new code for community apps. It was an instant phenomenon. In Liverpool, a 15-year-old coder named Jamila used her prize to create a dyslexia-friendly learning app. In Devon, a trio of contestants launched a mental health podcast for teens. Every episode sparked something real. Anne watched it unfold from behind the scenes, often with a quiet smile. "I used to chase people down," she joked to a BBC interviewer. "Now I chase dreams. It's harder, but better." At 67, Anne was no longer just the governess. She was a mentor, a pioneer, a national treasure, with a chalkboard instead of a buzzer. And for the first time in years, Anne Hegerty wasn't answering the questions, she was asking them. Better ones. The kind that changed lives.